Imagine having the power to literally uncover the hidden facts behind complex legal situations, run background checks, or just secure your own personal documents, all without ever leaving your couch. Accessing court records is a total game changer. It empowers you to make highly informed decisions and brings absolute clarity to matters that might otherwise seem locked behind closed doors. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unlocking the mystery of navigating the local judicial system, and we're zeroing in specifically on Lake County, Illinois. By the end of our time together, you are going to have a comprehensive, step-by-step understanding of exactly how to search, view, and retrieve these vital public records. There's this really common misconception out there that the legal system is just completely walled off from the general public, or that you need to hire some expensive lawyer just to take a peek at a case file. But ask yourself, did you know you actually have a legally protected right to inspect court records for free? Seriously, it's true. Ensuring transparency is a fundamental part of the American judicial process. Accessing these records is way easier than you might think. And mastering this process? Well, that is an incredibly important life skill.
Okay, let's dive right into this. The whole foundation of this transparency is written directly into state law. Under the Illinois Supreme Court rules, the Freedom of Information Act, and the Clerks of Courts Act, all records, dockets, and books kept by the clerks of the circuit courts are declared to be public records, open to inspection at all reasonable times without fee. This literally guarantees your access. The law actually mandates that you can look at basic case information and inspect these dockets without handing over a single dime. How great is that?
So here's our roadmap for today's explainer. 1. The power of public records. 2. The Lake County Records Overview. 3. Using the online portal. 4. In-person and mail options. 5. Practical uses and fees. And finally, number 6, our summary and legal disclaimer. Let's get to it.
Starting off with Section 1, the power of public records.
So, when we talk about Lake County, Illinois, legally speaking, we are talking about the 19th Judicial Circuit Court. That's the state court system serving the area. Now, while judges and magistrates are the ones actually hearing the cases, they aren't the ones managing the mountain of paperwork. That absolutely vital job belongs to the Office of the Clerk of the Circuit Court. The clerk is basically the official record keeper. Every single traffic ticket, every civil lawsuit, every criminal charge filed in Lake County has to go through the clerk's office. They are the ultimate gatekeepers of the information you're trying to find.
Moving on to Section 2, Lake County Records Overview. And this brilliantly illustrates the sheer scope of information right at your fingertips. Through the clerk's office, you can access records on civil actions and lawsuits, so we're talking financial disputes or personal injury claims. You can find criminal cases, anything from minor misdemeanors all the way up to felonies. Traffic offenses, they are meticulously logged here too. You'll also find family court records, which covers things like divorce decrees and custody battles, plus landlord-tenant disputes like evictions. Now, quick caveat here. Be aware that certain highly sensitive files are legally restricted from public view. This includes juvenile records, sexual assault cases, adoption proceedings, and any case a judge has formally sealed or expunged. So those are strictly off limits.
All right, Section 3, using the online portal. The official digital gateway to Lake County's records is the JTI Online Portal, and honestly, it's pretty user-friendly. Here is your step-by-step guide to get started. Step 1. Simply navigate to the official portal, which is linked right there on the Lake County Circuit Clerk's website. Step 2. You absolutely must select Register to create a public user account. And Step 3. Once you're officially logged in, you can search for records using a specific case number, the party name, meaning the first and last name of the person or business involved, or just the filing date. Actually, you can even use this same portal to plead guilty and pay traffic fines, request traffic school, or settle up outstanding court costs. It's really a one-stop shop. Now, I want to pause here for a second because this is exactly where a lot of beginners hit a really frustrating wall. Account registration is absolutely required. Under the Illinois Remote Access Policy, you can't just anonymously browse case summaries or download court documents. You literally have to take 2 minutes to register an account using your email. If you try to skip this step, you're going to be locked out of the basic case information that you have a legal right to see. So, golden rule, always remember to create and log into your public user account first. Let's jump to Section 4, in-person and mail options. Now, what's really interesting about this is the contrast between our two main access methods. The online portal search is, of course, highly convenient and perfect for looking up recent cases. But, as we just discussed, it requires registration and has pretty limited access to older historical files.
Contrast that with doing an in-person courthouse search in Waukegan, Illinois. When you visit the Central Courthouse, you get free access to their public terminals. But more importantly, you can actually request to view older, undigitized paper files, stuff that literally never made it to the internet. Plus, while the clerk staff can't give you legal advice, they are incredibly helpful and can really assist you in tracking down tricky case numbers just using party names. And hey, while you're at the Waukegan Courthouse, you should absolutely take advantage of the William D. Block Memorial Law Library. It's conveniently located right there in the lobby, and it's just an incredible public resource. It offers dedicated public access terminals for your case searches, really affordable fax services if you need to shoot documents over to a judge, and a quiet, dedicated space tailored for serious legal research. If you ever find yourself representing yourself in court, this library is a tool you absolutely must utilize. But what if you just can't make it to Waukegan and the online portal isn't giving you what you need? Well, you can always mail a formal request directly to the circuit clerk. Just a heads up though, to ensure your request doesn't get rejected, you have to include a few very specific pieces of info. Make sure to provide the exact name of the person or business, the specific years you want them to search, the types of cases, like criminal, traffic, or civil, and the person's date of birth if you're searching for an individual. And finally, don't forget to include a self-addressed stamped envelope. Otherwise, the clerk's office won't be able to actually mail the results back to you. Next up, Section 5, Practical Uses and Fees. So the absolutely crucial point here is understanding the distinct difference between just viewing a record and legally reproducing it. As we established earlier, record inspection and viewing, whether you're doing it online or sitting at a public terminal, is 100% free. However, if you actually want physical copies to take home, there are standardized local fees. Standard printed document copies will cost you a flat $1 per page. But if you need a document for an official legal or government purpose, like, say, proving your divorce to the DMV, you're going to need a certified copy, and those run $10 per document. Let's think about the real-world applications of all this knowledge. Why go through the effort, right? Well, you might need to retrieve your own lost divorce decree, or maybe locate a probated will for a deceased family member. If you're a landlord or even a prospective tenant who wants to double-check a landlord's litigation history, you can search for past evictions. You can also run basic background checks on a potential new business partner or a contractor just by searching the civil and criminal dockets. Accessing this kind of information provides a massive advantage when it comes to navigating life's everyday risks. Finally, Section 6, Summary and Legal Disclaimer. Before we wrap things up today, please take a quick moment to read over this important disclaimer. This explainer provides educational, informational methods for accessing public records in Lake County, Illinois. It should definitely not be used as a substitute for professional legal advice. Court rules and portal interfaces can and do undergo minor updates, so you should always verify legal procedures and fee structures independently through the official Lake County Circuit Clerk's website or by consulting with a licensed attorney. Always better to be safe. We've seen exactly how Illinois law protects your fundamental right to inspect court records. We've walked through the digital portals, the Waukegan Courthouse terminals, and the practical, everyday costs of accessing this vital data. The transparency of the judicial system is literally sitting right there, waiting for you to use it to protect your interests and make fully informed decisions. You have the legal right to know the facts, so the only question left for you is, what will you search for first?